Well, what's good, everybody? So, in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys 6 things I personally believe will make your tournament experience a lot better. And the reason why I make these videos is because I go to events maybe once or twice a year now. But back in my past, I used to go to tournaments for different card games, damn near 4 to 5 times in a year. So, I got the experience, and I've pretty much seen what make people rage, what make the tournament experience not so good. And I pretty much know what is going to make you have an easier time when going to set events, because a lot of people get game losses for dumb shit, and I'm here to help you guys out and knock those game losses. So let's begin. Start out with the 6th thing. Don't forget to unside deck your cards, guys. Like, I go to tournaments. Every time I go to nationals, there's always some guy ranting in the corner talking about, oh my god, I got fucking game loss because I forgot to unside my cards. I told my opponent, he just called judge and got me a game loss anyway because it's correcting the game thing. And honestly speaking, it's personal responsibility, man. Just after every game, I know shit happens. Do not forget to unside deck your cards. Just look through your deck after every game, especially if you're doing great in really good in the tournament. Make sure just to unside deck everything, and you guys won't have any issues. Number 5. Don't use foreign cards. Now, this is going to be a hit or miss with some people, because I know a lot of people are rarity whores and they like to use their foreign cards. But once again, I can tell you, I've seen people throughout the my 5 years of playing Yu-Gi-Oh now. Well, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since the beginning, but this is my 5 years of getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh. And they go to these events with these foreign, Spanish, German cards, and they have to like call judge because the opponent don't want to trust the translation. They don't have their translation, and it's just like, dude, just screw the translations, just pick up the English copy, play the foreign cards with your locals, or keep it for your own personal value. But it's like, who wants to go through, okay, hold on, let me go in my book bag and get my my translation? Nobody. And then a lot of people actually think they can pull up a translation on their phone to prove to the opponent. That's false. A lot of the opponents, they don't want to see that, and judges won't honor it. The judges will tell you at every event, pull out a translation or have it on standby just in case to show your opponent. Now, I personally believe it's just too much extra shit to worry about, and you guys don't have to worry about anything if you just have the English copy. I mean, the cards do the same thing. Like, why do you need a German card? I never understood the hype behind foreign cards. Like, I don't get it. Like, hey, but hey, that's just me. I mean, even if it was like Japanese, I can get it because Japanese cards have different artwork and the rarities, but you can't even use Japanese cards or Asian cards. But I don't know, I guess some people just want to rep their ethnicity. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend anyone going to a tournament using a foreign card, especially like the North American WCQ or a YCS. Just have the regular copy. Just have the regular copy. You won't have to have any issues with any opponents. You won't have to argue rulings, and you won't have to take your time. You could be thinking, like, think about it. You can be having cards in your hand, about to make a good play. You play a card, and your opponent's like, I don't understand what the card does. And they completely throw your fucking thought process off. And the reason why I would throw your thought process off, because you were thinking, your focus was on making your play. Now you gotta get the translation. Now you gotta show it to your opponent. And if you don't have a translation, try to pull it up off your phone, and the judge walk by, they won't honor it. It's just too much shit can happen. So just get the English copy, for you won't mess up your thought process. Number 4, don't have extra cards in your deck box. I don't understand why people do this shit. Don't have Pokemon cards, don't have anything. Just have your deck, have your official Yu-Gi-Oh tokens or a token. I guess you could use Pokemon cards, but don't have extra trays and stuff in your deck box. People get game losses for this all the time, guys. And it's, once again, personal responsibility. It's common sense. Like, if you're going to a major event and people see you have 20 cards in your side deck, even though 5 cards you probably just bought from somebody or traded, just put that shit in your binder. You'll have a good time. Number 3, don't argue with anybody. Just call the judge. Like, I don't argue with nobody at tournaments unless they disrespect me. That's neither here or there. Because once you disrespect somebody, we gonna go back and forth. But like, if you know your card ruling is right, or even if you think it's not right, what's wrong with calling the judge? I see time and time again people arguing, which leads to fights. Or I haven't seen a fight in a while, but people just arguing and shit. And like, you know, if a rep see that or a tournament organizer see that, they can ban you. And like, is it really worth it? No. So just don't argue. Don't get all heated. Get out your fucking panties. Call a judge and call it a day, because At the end of the day, the judge ruling is the law. So if you have an issue with your opponent, ain't no point in letting the shit escalate by going back and forth about a ruling like a fucking girl. The judge is there for a reason. Number 2, read every card your opponent has. People will cheat you and people will take advantage of your ignorance. I'm not gonna lie, I take advantage of people's ignorance. So when I play spirals and get my invite with spirals, I play resort. After the resort, search my card, boom boom, did my spiral combos, plus. People said what resort did. Told them what resort did. I say it had a long effect. Would you rather just read it? They say yeah, they read it. They're like, okay, gave me my resort back, play Castell, try to Castell my super agent. I'm like, okay, it's unaffected. Like, people will do that shit. I'll do it. I'm not gonna fucking stunt. So just read every card your opponent has thoroughly, take your time, stay hydrated, drink some water, and you guys will have a good time because you don't want to get cheated, and I'm pretty sure your opponent don't mind taking advantage of you and cheating you. And last but not least, the number 1 thing to make your tournament experience really great, take your own life points. Now, this is a classic. I talk about shit all day. There's a lot of times I see people, like, I don't take my life points at locals unless I have my paper. Have a pen and paper, take your own life points, and have it organized, tracked down. The reason why you don't trust your opponent, because sometimes if you attack directly, they might not deduct off life points. If they use a card, let's say for example, Solemn Warning, they might not deduct their life points from the Solemn Warning. I've seen it happen all the times. You're going into the North American WCQ, Solemn Strike's gonna be a popular card, Cosmic Cyclone's be a popular card, and if you're not keeping track of your opponent's life points and your life points, they might fucking cheat you and say, hey, just don't pay the 15 or don't pay the 1,000 for Cosmic Cyclone. So with all that being said, guys, if you guys thought there was more tournament things I should have talked about, post that in the comment section down below. As a recap, take your own life points, read every card your opponent has, don't argue, just call the judge, or hell, call the head judge. That's what I do all the time. Don't have extra cards in your deck box. Don't use foreign cards. I don't like using foreign cards. I think foreign cards are just retarded. I mean, just use your regular cards. Just do what you do. Use your regular cards and you'll be fine. I can go all in about foreign cards. And don't forget, number 6 was don't forget the Unsign deck. Now, like I said, once again, if you guys have any thoughts and opinions, post it in the comment section down below. And as I always tell you guys, if you're new viewers to the channel, I'd love for you to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I pretty much try to get up at least 3 videos a week. And I am doing a thing for the summer where every 1,000 subscribers are gained, I will be dropping a live stream. So right now we're at what, 10,961. So once I get to 11,000 subscribers, I will be dropping a live stream Q&A style, or just something chilling with you guys like I used to do. And I know a lot of you guys are fans of the live streams, the locals live stream, etc. But had to cut it out just to focus more on the quality of my channel and focusing more on my channel's growth. So with all that being said, guys, this is Chris from Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Stay innovative. Deuces.